So let's look at another one of these diagram problems. So use a diagram to show the invalidity of the following. All human beings are mortal. Felix is mortal. Therefore, Felix is a human being. So in the end, it tells us we should be showing that this is invalid. And now let's use diagrams to do that. So I'm going to take my first premise. All human beings are mortal, and we know what that picture looks like. If I have a circle inside for human beings, and then on the outside circle, I have mortals. So that's our first premise. Now let's go to our second premise. Felix is mortal. So inside of the mortal circle, somewhere there is Felix. And it's, again, Felix is one particular person or object. So use a dot for that. And then remember what we do is we take these two pictures and we combine the diagrams. Now here, when I combine them, there's going to be two ways I can combine them. I have Felix inside of the larger circle. So Felix either belongs mortals, humans. So Felix either belongs in the smaller circle, or Felix belongs outside of the smaller circle, but inside the larger one. Because all I know is that Felix is inside of this large circle. I'm not quite sure where inside of the large circle. So there are two possibilities. So we're going to have to look at both of these diagrams here to decide if the conclusion is true or false. So go to your conclusion. Felix is a human being. So look at our final picture. In the first one, Felix is a human being is true. But then in the second one, Felix is not a human being. So the conclusion is true in the first case, but not in the second. So because it's not true in that second picture, that means that the argument is invalid. So if there are two pictures, after you combine your premises together, you need to make sure that the conclusion is true in all of those pictures at the end. Here, the conclusion was true in one of them, but not in the other. So that meant that the argument was invalid.